wasn't a con man. So many people in politics are trying to con you all the time, they're con men. And whether I like his policies or not, I didn't actually vote for him, but I just thought he's not going to con anybody, he's not a con man. They call him No Con Dom. He's got 7 children, but that's not why they call him No Con Dom. The other big event, I think the biggest event for the year would be the Olympic Games, biggest event of 2024. Don't you think? Biggest news story? The American election might go to the city, but the Olympics was awesome. And I wanted to go to it. And I rang my travel agent, because I do some work in MC work, and I do work for travel companies who do corporate events and ticketed events. And I said, listen, I want to go to the Olympics. He said, mate, it'll cost you an arm and a leg. I said, not the fucking Paralympics. The normal Olympics. I've got that sense I'm in trouble from some people in the audience for picking on minorities. Well, I want to tell you, I have a minority background myself. I grew up as an Arab in an isolated Arab enclave, surrounded by Jewish people on the West Bank at Bellevue Hill. If you are going to have that demographic setup, I strongly recommend Bellevue Hill as the place to do it. And with my many generations of Lebanese heritage, I can tell you that the Lebanese, this is a fact, unlike some things I might say this evening, the Lebanese are the #1 self-employed ethnic group in Australia. The ones most likely to own their own businesses and not be employees, because we're very difficult people. And I've always tried to be self-sustaining. You know, standing up here doing comedy on your own is the opposite of being part of a big hierarchical organisation or corporation. It's the opposite. You're on your own, you've got to make your own way. So it's quite scary actually, but you know, it's good when it works. But I've always tried to find little businesses. I try to invent things. I was trying to have these, I'd call them get rich quick scams, except they didn't work. The first thing I tried to do was I invented a ride-on vacuum cleaner, which I called the suck truck. And I went to register the name at the Department of Fair Trading. They said, no, mate, the suck truck already exists. It's a mobile brothel. I said, isn't that Lubmobile? That's what Lubmobile was. So then I invented I tried to invent a device, an app for your phone, which translates tattoos. Because people get tattoos, and so many of them are in foreign languages. People get tattoos in Arabic and Greek and ancient Greek and Chinese and Arabic, and you know, you see lots of sports people have tattoos. And I spent a fortune with these developers, these web guys and these developers and these app people, these software engineers. And no matter what happened, every time I put the camera function on and hold it down to someone's tattoo, it just said fucking white trash. So that wasn't so good. I then tried to invent a word game, because there's a lot of digital word games and little digital apps, and you make a 10% here and a 10% there, all of a sudden it adds up. And I invented this thing called, well, it's what it is. It's like Wordle. People familiar with Wordle? So imagine Wordle, but you have to finish it while you're having a shit. And it's called Turtle. So I went to register that, and I said, I've got this awesome game. It's like Wordle. You finish it while you're having a shit. It's called Turtle. They said, Andrew, that already exists. I said, what is this? It's called Wordle. Stay with me. Anyway. The other thing I invented was a dating app for old gay men called Leaky Grinders. That was also unsuccessful. And then I struck on something. So I can see a couple of people in the room who are maybe my age or a tiny bit older, maybe, but overwhelmingly I look around the room and I see people who are adults after the invention of the smartphone, right? If you are someone my age, I'm in my 50s, I grew up and I didn't always have a mobile phone as an adult. That was a rare thing to have when I was in my 20s. And because they had different features and functions and things they could do, they couldn't do much with those old Nokias and Motorolas, 30 years ago. And then when someone told me there's this new thing on the phone, this is an innovation at the time, that you can have a phone that instead of ringing, it vibrated. I thought, well, fuck, why not a vibrator that makes phone calls? Which I think is a better idea than anyone else if he accepts with me. Anyway, look, despite my experience of trying to build a dating app, I did struggle myself as a single man for a long time. It's hard to believe it, Clark is good looking as well, he's very single. But I was single for a long time. And what I did, this is about 6 or 7 years ago, I noticed, what are the secrets of the guys that seem to attract all the girls? And one of the key things seemed to me was the blokes who had dogs. Women wanted to talk to guys with lovely little puppy dogs. So I thought, I live in a high-rise apartment, I can't get a dog, I need to create the impression that I've got a dog. So I got those little dog shit bags. And I was just hanging a few dog shit bags out of my pocket. And no one really noticed, so I thought I've got to lift this up a little bit. I need to have actual shit in the bags. So I'd start going to the dog parks, and there'd be people running their dogs around in the afternoon, and I'd run behind. I was trying to pick up other people's dog shit, right? Now, don't you think that's weird thing to do? It's weird, right? How fucking weird is that? I thought there's got to be a non-weird solution. So I started using my own shit. But I didn't know enough about dogs, so I thought a nice dog to tell people had would be a toy poodle. What sounds better than a toy poodle? So I started with a toy poodle, but I didn't really calibrate the size of the shit for a toy poodle. It was enormous. I had 3 bags. So I was looking at three of my own bags of shit, and no one really believed it. Nobody believed that was a toy poodle. And then when I finally got the amounts right, people would say, your dog eats a lot of corn, that was disturbing. Eventually I found the exact right shape, size, and I'll fucking freeze this one, and I'll give it to them, and I'll take it out frozen. And this chick said, you've got a husky, have you? Anyway, I'm getting ready to leave the stage. It's great to have so many people come out and support live comedy. Sorry, do you mind if I get that? I might just get that, sorry. Hello? Oh, hang on. Hello? Yeah, I'm doing it. No, I can't. I'm doing a comedy show. I can't talk. No, I think it's gone pretty well. I think so. Let's just check. What do you guys think? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think so too. Hey, thanks very much for listening. Thank you.
Andrew Curry, everybody. Give it up for Andrew.